Hey there, my little scientists. Hope you all are doing well. I'm your science teacher Diksha, and we are going to start with some of the questions and their solutions of the lesson, the world of metals and non-metals. So let's begin, students, quickly. The first one is saying, which metal is commonly used to make food packaging materials as it is cheaper? So food packaging material and it is cheaper, and its thin sheets can be folded easily into any shapes. So all the four options are of metals, and sheets bola hai students. So because we know that metals are malleable, so all of them are malleable, but we know that copper and iron can corrode easily. Gold and aluminium are the two materials from which we can make these food packaging materials. Materials, thin sheets, right? Now, gold is expensive. So we are left with only one option, that is aluminium. So we have seen aluminium foils in which the food is packaged, right? Let's see our next. Which of the following metal catches fire when it comes in contact with water? So students, remember, एक ही metal याद आता है ना जब air और water से वो vigorously react करता है, that is sodium. Okay, remember? All right, let's see the next. State with reasons whether the following statements are true or false. Okay, so we have to say the reason also and say whether it is true or false. So aluminium and copper are examples of non-metals used for making utensils and statues. So this is fine. It is used for making utensils and statues, but are they non-metals? No. So this is a false statement because aluminium and copper are metals. Metals form oxides when combined with oxygen. Good. यहाँ तक सही है. The solution of which turns blue litmus paper to red. Is it so? No. This is also false because metal oxides are basic in nature. Bases turn red litmus blue. So this last statement is incorrect. Okay. So you have to correct it on your own. Right? Oxygen is a non-metal essential for respiration. Absolutely right. This is true. Clear? Copper vessels are used for boiling water because they are good conductors of electricity. Is it so? Here we are using boiling water. So when you are boiling something or you are cooking something, you need the property of conduction of heat, not electricity. We are not concerned about electricity here. So this is also false, students. And you have to give the reason that here copper vessels are used for boiling water because they are good conductors of heat. Alright. Why are only a few metals suitable for making jewelry? Because we have to check so many things. Okay, jewelry making is not, every metal's property is applicable over here. For making jewelry, you need luster. The property, the metal, or you can say the material should have luster. It should be malleable and ductile because we have to give shapes for the jewelry. Okay. And finally, it should be resistant to corrosion. Very important. ऐसे metals या ऐसे materials choose करने जो corrode नहीं होते, खराब नहीं होते, वरना jewelry कैसे आप wear करोगे long term के लिए. So this is something which is possessed by gold and silver. Okay, so that's why most of the jewelry is made from gold and silver. क्योंकि बाकी सारे materials में तो students सब है. They are also lustrous, they are also malleable, but they corrode easily. तो हम उसे jewelry making में use नहीं कर सकते. ठीक है? Alright. Match the uses of the metals and non-metals given in column 1 with the jumbled names of the metals and non-metals given in column 2. Okay? So used in electrical wiring. So क्या use होता है students? Copper is used extensively in electric wiring. तो copper कहाँ है? हमारा ये रहा. So you have to unjumble the metals and non-metal name. Most malleable and ductile. So we have gold. याद है students? Gold. Ductile भी बहुत ज़्यादा है students. If you take just 1 gram of gold, it can give you 2 kilometers of gold wire. इतना ज़्यादा ductile, इतनी लंबी wire आप उसको stretch कर सकते हैं. Living organisms cannot survive without it. So we have oxygen, right? Plants grow healthy when fertilizers containing it are added to the soil. So fertilizers में कौन सा non-metal काम आता है students? हमारा nitrogen. Nitrogen. And finally, used in water purification क्या use होता है students? Chlorine. So you have to remember these uses, all right? Names of the metals, names of the non-metals, सब याद रखना है, ठीक है? Let's move on to our next. What happens when oxygen reacts with magnesium and sulfur? What are the main differences in the nature of the product forms? तो स्टूडेंट जब मैग्नीशियम रिएक्ट करता है ऑक्सीजन से तो वो बनाता है मैग्नीशियम ऑक्साइड, और जब सल्फर रिएक्ट करता है तो वो बनाता है सल्फर डाइऑक्साइड गैस. सो व्हेन इट रिएक्ट्स विथ वाटर तो मैग्नीशियम ऑक्साइड हमें क्या देता है? मैग्नीशियम फॉर्म्स a basic solution and sulfur dioxide forms an acidic solution. ये difference है इनके product में. So generally oxides of metals are basic in nature and oxides of non-metals are acidic in nature, right? So this is what you have to write in your answer. Let's see this one. Dash plus air plus heat gives you ash, ठीक है? When you add water you get something, and when you are putting blue and red litmus solution separately, so there is a change in blue litmus solution. कोई change है वो हमें पता नहीं, but red litmus solution changes to blue. So when red litmus changes to blue, that means it is basic in nature, ठीक है? So basic in nature कौन होता है स्टूडेंट्स? जब एयर में हम क्या डालते हैं? एयर में हम डालते हैं कोई मेटल, ठीक है? So basically here we are talking about magnesium metal. In our lesson we have learned this, that metal is burned in air, okay? This gives you ash. तो यहाँ पे मैग्नीशियम ऑक्साइड की एश बनी थी, उसमें हम वाटर डालते हैं तो यहाँ बनता है मैग्नीशियम हाइड्रो ऑक्साइड, ठीक है? क्या बनता है यहाँ पे? मैग्नीशियम हाइड्रो ऑक्साइड. और आप यहाँ पे ये भी लिख सकते हैं बेसिक सोल्यूशन. Not basic solution because base and acid we will talk about it later, okay? यहाँ नीचे हम बात करेंगे. So you can just write magnesium hydroxide or you can just write solution. So add blue and red litmus papers to solution separately. Change in red litmus paper, it changes to blue, but change in litmus solution, blue litmus में क्या होगा? No change. No change is seen in the blue litmus solution, ठीक है? तो ये आप यहाँ पे blank में लिखना है. Let's see our next. You are provided with the following materials. Discuss which material would be your choice to make a pan that is more suitable for boiling water and why. तो यहाँ material से आपको क्या choose करना है students? Water is boiled in a material which is made up of metal, right? Metals are good conductors of heat. That's why we have to choose metals out of the given options. समझ आई बात? तो क्या लिखेंगे? Metal pan made up of iron and copper. Out of these, just three iron and copper are the two metals given. Rest all are not metals. Okay? तो plastic, wood, coal ये सब metals नहीं है. Sulfur, cardboard ये इनके utensils हम use नहीं कर सकते. ठीक है? Because they are good conductors of heat. Then you have to say sulfur, coal, plastic, wood, these are not metals and that's why they are poor conductors of heat. They can't be used. They are not suitable for making utensils for boiling water. ठीक है? तो यहाँ पे स्टूडेंट जब भी आप पानी बॉईल करते बेसिकली there is heat transfer going on from the burner to the pan and from the pan to the food or the boiling water. Okay? तो heat transfer यहाँ पे efficiently होता है when you use metals. You are provided with 3 iron nails, each dipped in oil, water and vinegar. Which iron will not rust and why? तो हमें पता है स्टूडेंट्स आयरन को रस्टिंग से प्रिवेंट करने के लिए we should use oil because oil will make a layer over iron nail and it cuts off the contact of iron with oxygen and that's why it will prevent from the formation of rust. It will prevent iron from any formation of rust. All right. तो इसलिए रस्टिंग के लिए हमें स्टूडेंट्स ऑक्सीजन और एयर दोनों रिक्वायर्ड है. That's why oxygen, air, that is oxygen present in air and water दोनों रिक्वायर्ड है. ऑयल जब एक लेयर फॉर्म करता है स्टूडेंट्स तो यहाँ पे ये पूरा कॉन्टैक्ट को कट ऑफ कर देता है. मॉइस्चर और एयर का कॉन्टैक्ट बिल्कुल कट ऑफ कर देता है. राइट. Let's see the next. How do the different properties of metals and non-metals determine their uses in everyday life? So metals की properties क्या है students? यहाँ पे बहुत सारी properties है. They are good conductor of electricity. That's why they are used in electrical wires. They are good conductors of heat. That's why they are used in cooking utensils. They are sonorous. So they are used in bells and musical instruments. Then students, they are malleable, so they are used in metal sheets, aluminium foil, silver work on sweets. आपने देखा होगा sweets पर silver work होता है. Because of their strength, they are used in construction of buildings and in construction of tools. They are ductile, so they are used in wires and jewelry formation. They are lustrous, and that's why again in jewelry and decoration these metals are used. So all these properties with their usage, you have to write it in this way. Okay. Non-metals also have their uses. What are they? They are poor conductors of heat and electricity, but that's why they are used in handles of cooking utensils. Then they are essential for life. That's why oxygen is there, used for breathing. Carbon is there in proteins, fats and carbohydrates. As chemicals, they are used. In the case of chlorine, used in water purification, and iodine is used as antiseptic. Also, nitrogen is used for fertilizers, remember? And finally, because sulfur and phosphorus react vigorously with air, so they are used in fireworks also. All right. Okay, let's move on. One of the methods of protecting iron from getting rusted is to put a thin coating of zinc over this metal. Since sulfur does not react with water, can it be used for this purpose? क्या सल्फर को हम आयरन के ऊपर एक कोटिंग की तरह उसको प्रोटेक्ट कर सकते हैं? The answer is no, students. Why? Because sulfur is brittle. तो अगर आप एक लेयर लगाएंगे आयरन के ऊपर सल्फर की, तो सल्फर क्या हो जाएगा? बिल्कुल ब्रेक हो जाएगा जल्दी से. तो वो लेयर क्या होगी? The layer is not durable. वो टिकेगी नहीं, ड्यूरेबल नहीं होगी. तो आप कैसे प्रोटेक्ट करेंगे आयरन को? ठीक है. सो बिकॉज ऑफ द सल्फर्स ब्रिटलनेस, इट कांट बी यूज एज अ प्रोटेक्टिव लेयर. गॉट इट स्टूडेंट्स? नाउ लेट्स सी दिस वन. An ironsmith heats iron before making tools. Why is heating necessary in this process? Because students, iron is a very hard metal. So it has to be heated so that it can be hammered into different shapes. So to make it softer, because it is hard, heating makes iron softer and more malleable. So it will be easier for the ironsmith to beat it into several shapes. Okay, so got it students? ये हमारा first part था chapter का कि ironsmith heat करता है iron को. So now you got your answer. So my dear students, here we come to the end of discussion of these exercises questions. Hopefully you enjoyed watching this one, and now you know all the solutions to all the questions. It will be helpful to you in your preparation of examination. Thank you so much for watching, students. Please take care.